Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the build series for this MST 2.5 RTR. This episode we are going to be doing a gyro. So I already went ahead and took off the stock one. I'm going to be doing a high mount battery tray, and that sits roughly here, which is where the gyro used to sit, because the gyro sat here. And so now the battery is going to end up sitting here, so I can't have it there. So I'm going to end up putting it right here on this one. I can't put the battery on the high mount yet because the receiver is in the way. So once we get the controller and the receiver, I'll take this off, move it, and then I'll put the battery mount, and we'll go from there. So there was a bunch of like the double-sided tape that they use, and a bunch of residue all over this, and the residue all over this. I took some Goo Gone and kind of just wiped it down to get it kind of clean, so there's not really any residue on it anymore. I'll show you what I used. So this is what I used. Worked great for getting it off. I just did one squirt on the towel in the corner, this corner, just one squirt, and then I just kind of started rubbing it until everything came off, and then on here as well I just kind of started rubbing it until everything came off. So now let's crack this package open and get this bad boy installed. I'll show you what all comes in here, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. So obviously you got the gyro in the package, right? And then you got this little kind of tool thing, and that will be used to kind of mess with this in here and mess with the little switches in there, and set the endpoints and whatnot. And then obviously, you know, you got your connections. So one of these is a sensor wire to change the gain. I believe it's this one with the only one wire in it. Probably set this to a channel 3 on the new receiver once we do that. So, but for now I'm not going to use that. And then obviously you'll plug in your servo into here, and then this goes into the receiver. Now, some people say gyro orientation matters, like it has to be facing a certain way. Personally, I don't think it does. So I am going to just put it like this with the wires going backwards, because I know when I do the new receiver, and even for this receiver, it's going to be back over here somewhere. So I want to give the wires like as much slack as possible. So I got some double-sided sticky tape here, and I think I can fit 2 strips. So I'll just cut 2 strips, put them on the back of here, and then we'll stick it onto here. All right, sticky tape is on back. So I'm going to line this up. Let's try and get this bad boy center as possible. Get it on there, push it down. And yeah, we'll give it a minute, let it kind of settle in, and get it all hooked up. So something came up since that last clip, and then I had to go to work, so it's about 12 hours later, but I'm back and we can keep going on this. So you're going to take your servo wire, and it is going to go into this plug right here. And once that is in, you are going to take the one with the 3 wires on it, not the one with 1 wire, and that will go into channel 1 right here. And now it is all hooked up. I'll plug the battery in, turn it on, and just to see where we're at. All right, something I noticed, so when we turn this on, it'll boot up, so get ready, and the light will be off. That kind of means you are centered out in this input gain area. So if you turn this to the left or right, the light will come on, and now your gyro is active. So I'll kind of show you here. So we'll turn this back until there's no light. There, so this is like the gyro's off now. See, nothing's happening. And then if we turn it to where that light's on, now gyro works. So once you got this all hooked up, you're going to want to set the endpoints. So you're going to hold down on this little endpoint button that's right here. So you're going to hold down on that. Then you're going to turn on the car. And the light will flash like a yellow color. There it is. Kind of looks green on the screen, but it's yellow here. So you're going to turn the wheel to where you want the endpoint. And then you're going to hit the button. And then it'll flash a couple times, turn green. And then you'll do the other side. Same thing. Get it to where you want it. Hit the button. It'll flash a couple times. And now it's all set. So something I missed earlier is if you take the background like cardboard out of the package and open it up, and it'll give you a little diagram of everything. It is in Japanese, but they did provide this paper here, and I'm hoping this is the English version. Looks like it might be. So yes, so this will tell you everything you need to know as well. So we did the endpoint. Now it's talking about these switches, which are right there. These two switches right here. So you can actually take your little tool that they gave and you can use this to switch them up and down. So that reverse and normal is if your gyro is backwards, you can use that to switch the direction by flicking that up and down. Now for the assist and normal mode, that is how snappy the steering is. So right now, it kind of comes back a little bit slower. That might be due to the servo, actually, how I have the servo set up. But if we put this to assist mode, just kind of push that switch up in there. I don't know, it'll focus. Kind of push that switch up. Let's see, it'll focus. Yeah, so see how we push that one up, now it's in assist mode. So now, I wonder if it'll be, yeah, it's like a little slower. Might be the servo kind of stopping it from doing that with the servo settings. So I'm just gonna leave it in normal for now. So now we have the hard versus soft mode for the limit gain. So it says soft mode is supposed to be for like the more advanced user, and then hard mode, if we turn this, it'll turn red, and this is supposed to be for like the more casual user. But from what I've seen, hard mode kind of sucks and doesn't really work that well, and everyone should just use green no matter what. So we'll leave that on green for now, and then we'll adjust as we go. I do have a nicer remote coming, so I will end up hooking up this, and then I'll be able to adjust it on the fly, which will be a lot nicer. Alright, that is it for this video. I will make these wires kind of routed a bit nicer and everything, as well as kind of moving stuff around and whatnot. I'll do that all off camera, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.